Podcast ini dibawakan khas untuk anda oleh Sally's Music Production. If you're looking to amp up your event, you gotta check out Sally's Music Production.
Yeah. They are partners who akan make sure korang punya setup is sleek and most importantly runs smoothly.
So the next time you need that pro touch, make it pop with Sally's Music Production.
They're your go-to crew for an unforgettable bash.
Selamat datang. We are the
Bawakkan.
Apa khabar semua? How are you, Genji?
Hey, aku ada cerita sikit lah. Tapi I'm good. How are you, Ahmad?
I'm good. This is Green Day, guys.
Yes.
Enjoy.
Basket. Case bahasa Melayu apa?
Case
Okay, enjoy ya.
Okay, gang. Tanpa membuang waktu, Genji, kita ada guest pada malam ini, betul?
Yes, special guest.
Okay, kenapa special?
Okay, as korang tahu kan, dalam podcast kita ni, we do not only interview orang-orang yang who is already there. We also interview people who are up and coming, just giving you guys awareness, giving them the recognition that they needed.
Wow.
Okay, and they deserve it.
Okay. Genji, tell us, siapalah di dalam studio? Senang. Siapa di dalam studio?
Whoever you are yang tengok Twitch ke TikTok recently ke, korang tengok satu wanita ni main game horror. Her name is Play with Mary.
Welcome to the studio, Mary. How are you?
Thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah. Kita nakkan you to be in the studio. Betul tak, Genji?
Betul.
Kenapa? Pasal mula-mula bila I talk to Genji kan, pasal streaming and all that, and then Genji dia cakap, why not we try to talk to Mary, Play with Mary, pasal dia ada buat a community katanya.
Betul.
And you are part of it, right, Genji? Yes. So it's best pada malam ini korang dua berbual, aku mau dengar. Okay.
Boleh. Nari amat je dengar.
Okay, aku dengar. Aku macam korang kat rumah.
Dia kalau bersuara kita mute sama dia. Alright, let's go. Okay, Mary, tell us about yourself.
About myself, okay, I am a mother for a special needs child, a beautiful boy. He has Down syndrome.
Okay.
And I'm also a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
I'm a stay-at-home mom and I play games at night.
Bestnya ni zaman muda-muda tau kita buat.
I know, feeling so young right now.
Salah, aku masih buat.
Tak adalah, dulu kan ada orang selalu marah, kau tak tahu nak tidur pun besok sekolah. Sekarang siapa mau marah, geng?
Betul.
Okay, so from there, how do you meet Genji?
Okay, so I was actually introduced to him because when I'm streaming, I don't really stream on TikTok, by the way. I stream mostly on Twitch. So when I was introduced to him on TikTok, it was, wow, it's so nice to meet someone who plays horror, but it's from TikTok. It's another platform. So it's a good way to actually know people.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to building a community, it shouldn't just be at one platform. It should be from different platforms as well.
Right.
So you're playing at Twitch?
I'm playing mostly on Twitch, yes.
Twitch. And so Genji, TikTok lah.
At that point of time. Sekarang aku on both Twitch and TikTok lah. Cuma aku more active on TikTok.
Okay, faham.
I'm doing the same thing, but I'm more active on Twitch.
Yes.
But actually, I'm trying out multi-streaming, so I usually stream Twitch and TikTok at the same time.
Betul. I saw you that yesterday only, Yesterday. Aku dah jatuh ni. Dah apa. Aku nampak Mary tengah streaming.
Ini budak pergi masuk rumah tu macam pergi fight kan?
Betul. Aku tak main. Korang kalau pergi HHN, korang tak jatuh, jangan cari aku je.
Itu pasal aku tak nak pergi.
Betul.
Okay, Mary, macam mana nama boleh Mary binti apa ni?
Itu lah.
Okay, everyone is always asking me this question because
Takkan Mary binti Mariana?
Tu Mariana
people will say, Mary, nama dia Maria ke? Maria ke? There's a lot of it brings a lot of curiosity. And the best part is I don't think a lot of people actually ask me how I got my name Mary. Maybe diorang paiseh ke apa lah, but the thing is there is a backstory.
Okay.
So this is during secondary school time.
Oh.
So I come with, my real name is Nadia.
Dia bilang kan?
Aku pun tak tahu selama ni.
Sekarang kau dah tahu?
Tu lah.
Yes.
Okay, Nadia, apa jauh?
Yeah, it's a very beautiful name given by my parents. Okay, so But the thing is, when I was in secondary school, there were 2 Nadias there. Okay, and Mary wasn't the first name that was given.
Oh,
In
ni
fact,
mesti dulu nama kakak Sasat ni. Ada
Kau panggil nak turun.
nak Sasat ke turun.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
But what was before Mary?
NJ, because my full name is Nadia Jamaluddin, so it's like
Okay, I see.
NJ.
Okay, selalunya gitulah.
And there was 2 Nadia in my class. Yeah, so it was a bit hard when teacher wanted to call Nadia, then both of us turn.
Betul?
So the teacher gave the friends, my friends actually gave me, I call you NJ lah. So from then on is Nadia and NJ. So if teacher calls Nadia, is another Nadia.
Betul.
NJ is me. To the point where all the teachers in my secondary school actually call me that. To the point that they actually wrote it on my report book.
Kau?
Yeah.
Dah jadi biasa dah. Okay
Yeah.
Okay,
So
kita patah balik You said okay, kita dah tahu your name
okay.
Okay. Tell us about your school. Tadi you cakap secondary school. So
Yeah.
lepas tu pergi mana? Macam mana you have this minat lah Macam
Betul.
Genji pun ada this minat tau main streaming game online For me, aku dulu minat lah. Sekarang aku rasa macam kalau aku main lama sangat, bini aku maki aku kot.
Betul. Betul.
So you can tell us which school you are from lepas tu, and is there anything that spark your life that you want to do live streaming ke?
Okay.
Yes.
Actually, live streaming just came about quite recently. I would say about 4 years ago. It wasn't something that I actually thought that I would do. And in fact, my life, I've been through a lot of journeys to the point that I reached to where I am now. So speaking about Mary, I think Mary has been a name that I have brought myself most of my time in life, because a lot of people knew me by Mary. So whoever know me by NJ means they are my friend from the OG, from back then, you know.
Aku besok nak accent panggil dia NJ.
So even for now, like even if I meet my old friends, they will call me NJ. Okay, so I know you guys know me from back then. But Mary was when a friend of mine during secondary school time called me by my real name lah, but I didn't turn around. And he just gave me a random name. Hey, Mary. I turned.
Oh, so Mary is just a random
It
name.
was a random name.
Kau panggil aku nama Mak Salih, lepas ni aku
Okay. Bruce.
Maybe because the way she was calling me was loud, right? Okay, Mary dah aku panggil kau nama kau betul tak? Kau tak pusing aku kau Mary kau pusing. Okay lah, Mary lah. So but it didn't really kick off from there.
Right.
But it was my first Friendster profile that I needed to put a name.
Friendster berapa lama tu?
Betul. What was your song on Friendster?
My Friendster song, I cannot remember what I put my Friendster song lah.
Mesti
But,
lagu-lagu kakak emo ni.
Aku lagu Jiwang.
Jangan
Lagu Spring.
Spring.
Okay.
So it was then when I wanted to open my Friendster account, I put the name Mary Hopkins lah. You know, it was just a random name lah, but it kicked off from there.
Right. So you said that you mentioned that you have been streaming since 4 years ago, kan? So along the ways, what are the obstacle that you have come across? Rintangan. Aku punya Melayu lagi.
Rintangan. Okay, so 4 years ago, everyone knew that COVID struck, right?
Yes.
So basically, whatever that you used to do, you can't do it anymore, and everyone's stuck at home. And actually, who inspired me to stream is my husband himself. Okay, my husband is a very big fan of Pokemon.
Okay, dia yang cari-cari bawa handphone cari-cari
Yes, Pokemon Go. Oh my god, yes.
Tapi time COVID nak cari kat mana?
Cari kat toilet.
But
kat
even
langsir.
Pokemon Go was famous even before COVID. Everyone was like
Correct.
looking for Pokemon. So my husband was into live streaming, and I didn't know anything about it. But we didn't had the proper setup. So he was always like researching, and then he will share with me, you look at this guy, this is how he do. I don't really understand at first, but then when I sat down and I watched him, I think there was a release of a new Pokemon game, and this guy was actually streaming for 48 hours or more than, I think 5 days.
Wow.
He was live stream all the way, looking for the shiny Pokemon. So I was like, how do you even do this? So that's when my husband shared, this is what they do. And then my husband started with the most basic equipment. It's not even a computer. It's like those mirror kind.
Oh yes.
Okay.
So they just screen mirror lah, konon-konon ni.
Yes, yeah. So he inspired me when I actually got retrenched from my job
Okay, during COVID is it?
during COVID.
Okay,
yeah.
what happened tu? Macam company tak nak pakai orang ke?
Okay, so let me just backtrack a bit
Yeah.
so that it will go flow. Okay, so actually was working for a company for almost 10 years. It's a company that I truly appreciate because they accepted me for however I was, because I am actually someone who doesn't have a qualification.
Okay. Okay.
So it's a bit tough for you to actually get into a full-time job at that point of time.
Right.
So I started off working on freelance when I drop out of school.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll talk about that more. But then again, after that 10 years of work life, I wanted to try something new. And then I tried working at I was working as a lifestyle consultant. So what I do is I actually plan travels
Serious
for rich credit card holders.
Wow.
Serious
You need to have $1 million to obtain this credit card.
Okay.
Tabung kau ada berapa?
Aku ada OCBC tapi aku bukan millionaire.
Sama. Aku ada OCBC tapi debit card je.
Yeah.
man.
So like when they apply for this credit card, one of the perks is you get a free lifestyle consultant that will plan every single thing. So they can literally email you and say, hey, I'm going to get married. Can you plan for me a honeymoon at this place so and so? And I was working at night.
Okay, so ni freelance lah.
No, this is full time. This is
Full-time.
after my 10-year job.
Okay, so dia punya ranging macam mana ni? Dia punya gaji, can I ask?
The gaji?
Yeah.
The gaji is full-time job gaji.
Ooh.
It is a full-time job.
But you work
where
at night lah.
I was in the night shift. Yeah, because you are working with people all over the world.
Okay.
And a lot of these requests requires you to contact people from the US.
I see.
So you need to be like the time zone is different. It's very interesting because the request that I see from these people, hey, can you plan for me a trip? I want to go to this music festival in this hutan or in this, you have to like really be resourceful.
I understand.
Tak ada, kau apply kerja je, kau apply $1 billion credit card tu.
Yeah, we
Kalau orang kata orang apply, kau kena percaya. Kau tahu pasal tak?
Betul.
Pasal kena reject ke tak, kau tak tahu.
Betul.
Kan, kau faham?
Betul.
Okay, aku interested in tadi Mary ada cakap tau. Okay, you from secondary school and then you went over to tertiary kan?
Yeah.
Okay, we talk off air. You said you are from an art school lah, and you didn't complete kan?
I didn't complete.
Okay, I want to know what happened. I think you are from the same school.
Yeah, I think so too.
Right. Pasal for me, I was from the set lah. Is it the same school?
Yeah, it's the same school.
Okay, kan tengok kan sama sekolah kan. And I have a problem. I have my own problem is that duit school fees tak dapat bayar, and so I was kicked out from school a lot of time. So lecturer ni baik hati. So they open up the back door to just let me in and just sit for the class until I have the money to pay lah.
Yeah.
And for yourself, kenapa tak complete? What?
I think I was actually going through a point of my life where I was actually going through a point of my life that I didn't want to go to school. Yeah, so it was more to a personal problem or personal situation that I was being brought into. So I didn't manage to, but I did work hard to actually get into LaSalle because it was quite hard to actually go in there. The
Bukan
interview,
sembarang.
the portfolio.
Betul. What do you do during the interview? You know what I did? I brought my batik.
You did your batik painting.
Batik painting, pergi, and then I talk to this guy, and then I didn't know that he's yang aku punya lecturer ni actually dia kira kan terkenal lah, ni Melayu ada misal, lupa aku nama dia siapa, Saleh ke apa. So he's one of the renowned painter in Singapore.
Yeah.
I didn't know. So bila dia interview aku, kira dia buat pun macam dia tak tahu apa-apa pasal painting lah. So dia tanya aku macam ni macam mana ni kau buat, yang gini macam mana. Aku explain sembarang je.
Dapat lah.
Tapi dapat.
Nah, ni Pak Saleh ni.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh my
sorry.
God.
For yourself.
So
oh my God.
For me, it was an additional thing because it's not only the portfolio. I had to go through an English test.
Oh.
Kenapa?
Because I think LaSalle, in order for you to go in, you need to have a certain merit for your English. Mine wasn't that.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
So I won't say that I didn't do well for my A-level, but I guess it wasn't enough.
Okay.
So I had to give my portfolio at the same time, go through an English test.
Wow.
Yes, but I went through lah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so berapa tahun kalau salah? We know that
2 years.
kan? 2 years.
Yeah.
Sayang juga
Yep. Yeah.
Wow.
But I feel like I will never regret it because it actually builds me who
Betul.
it made me who I am today lah.
Betul. Siapa daripada satu ada dia punya, I don't know lah. It's just ada something about that person lah. I'm not talking about myself. Kan Genji?
Okay, betul. Aku iakan. Betul kau cakap apa nak kena iakan. Kita iakan je. Okay, apa je?
Okay, I mean the creativity lah Macam zaman dulu pasal kita pun bukannya daripada building baru kan.
Yes,
Kita
we
ada
were
jamaah lama punya building kan. So aku rasa the different right now, budak-budak Lasal sekarang dengan lama tu, aku rasa there's a huge difference in terms of creativity kot. When I see their work now pun, untuk aku macam tak impress sangat lah.
You know,
terus terang.
owning a MacBook in our time last time was a big
Yeah,
deal.
I have to sleep at school, you know, because I don't have a MacBook.
I didn't have a MacBook. I
Yeah.
was using the normal.
Okay, I need to sleep at school. Kena apa, kirakan mau belikan kopi dengan roti dekat Tugat. Bang, boleh bang, malam ni saya tidur sekolah yang mana boleh? You cannot
Yeah, you're
actually
not allowed
sleep.
to sleep actually.
Yeah, that's the thing lah.
Okay.
But kita we have to, because these are the things that you need to do to actually do your work. We pay so much, but honestly we didn't get. We need to print ourselves. You know, all
Correct.
the
Semua barang kau keluar sendiri.
everything need to be done by yourself.
Dekat Friend tu jadi kawan aku dah. Kau tahu Sal, aku masuk tak pernah bayar. Kau tahu satu acrylic cost how much? About $8, you know.
Oh.
Zaman tu aku bawa pergi sekolah 2 ketul tau.
Betul.
Pergi ke depan kedai across the road, ada kedai mama, prata telur dengan air soya bean $2, dia bagi aku discount tau. Patut $2.20 tau. It's cost something kau.
It was so expensive.
Yes.
Stonking
Okay, very back to your school. Macam aku punya ni pula.
You know, but it's fun. You know, talking about
talking about the whole thing.
Okay, so Mary, next I want to ask you. Okay, so sekolah you already have obstacle and you actually managed to overcome the obstacle. Gaming, you also have those obstacles and you overcome those obstacles. Now marriage. Okay, your marriage. You mentioned that you had a Down syndrome son. Okay,
Yes.
tell us more about that.
Okay, so I think it also goes down to age. So when I first found out that I was pregnant, I was 33 years old.
Okay.
Now I'm 36. So when I found out about this, how it went by it was just a normal visit to the hospital. And then I think one of the nurses was saying, hey, they gave us a form or some sort for us to go to do a checkup on Down syndrome. So this is actually not mandatory, but it is advisable.
Correct.
Yeah. So you can choose to go through this test or not, but we went ahead without anything, you know. So me and my husband said, okay, let's just go through this. So in order for you to go through this test, there's 2 options. One is the invasive and the non-invasive. So some parents like the peace of mind to know how the condition of your baby is going to turn out.
Yep.
So that will go to the invasive part where they will actually poke a needle through the uterus,
Yes.
directly straight into the baby, and you will know at there and then you know that your baby's condition is like this.
Betul.
But we didn't go for the invasive one because I cannot tahan needle. I can play horror games but I cannot, because to needles, no.
Sama macam kau lah.
Aku pun nak cakap sama macam kau. Okay, sama macam aku.
Sebelum kau cakap, aku cakap.
So I had to go through a blood test.
Okay.
I don't really like blood test. To me, it's very, I didn't like that process, but we just went ahead. So the nurses were saying, okay, mommy will reach out to you once we have the results. So we kind of forget about the test that we went through.
Yeah.
It's just like a normal day. And I know it was my first trimester lah, at that point of time. And I'm not working already because after the
Retrenchment, is it?
retrenchment, I already started to stream.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the point where I started my gaming journey. When I was pregnant, I just started my gaming journey on Facebook gaming.
Ui, Facebook gang
Yeah,
bukan TikTok
I don't know, Facebook gang,
Facebook.
yes. Yeah, so I was pregnant at that point in time, and then I remember I was eating my breakfast and I received a call.
Okay.
My husband was at work, so I was eating at the point in time. I was eating KFC. Yeah, no, I don't eat KFC.
Sekarang pun boleh lah.
Dia boleh ingat ni.
Aku faham asal dia cakap gitu.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Yes.
Okay.
So at that point I was eating. Then I got a call from the hospital. Okay, mommy, just want to let you know that you fall under the high risk level. So high risk means woman who has high risk will high likely have a Down syndrome baby. So I fall under that.
Alright.
But they have not confirmed anything just yet. So that is more of an indicator for you to, okay, this is your next step.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is when they started to check the condition of the baby during the ultrasound scanning
Okay,
and everything.
okay.
Yeah. So when I got that call, not gonna lie, I cried.
Yeah.
I cried. I was like everything. My food at the table, I had no appetite at all.
All right.
After receiving that news. So macam to me, I know it was just a test, but I cried because I felt like if true my baby is gonna be born with Down syndrome, how am I gonna manage it? So it's not about me not liking that my baby is Down syndrome, but it's more of
Understand.
how I'm gonna raise him. Am I prepared to raise him?
Maybe because your circle tak ada yang
Correct,
ada anak-anak
yes.
yang special.
Correct,
So
yeah.
terkejut lah bila dapat that
Yes,
news, right?
and furthermore, this is my first
Yes, understand.
child, So when I received that news, I broke down. I shared with my husband, and it was just us. I didn't even tell my mom. I didn't even tell my
Okay,
mom-in-law
okay.
because I know they would react. Negative, positive, it's okay, but it's just that I don't want them to feel sad about it. So that point of time, even our friends don't even know. So it was just me and my husband going through this journey, and thankfully my husband was the one. He was the one who actually said, "B, it's okay. B, it's okay. We can go through this together."
Nice.
So he was more of the positive one,
Baik.
He was picking me up there. So it took us about almost like a few months to actually prepare ourselves. It was very painful to hear about it, but kita redha lah. Kita redha. Like we had that time to actually mentally prepare ourselves.
Because I macam I heard this saying yang macam kalau benda-benda gini kalau kita dah tahu pun macam in our religion ke ataupun you just say you have to accept the fact kan. Macam
Accept
tapi
the
ada orang pun ada orang buang
Correct.
Yes.
kan.
Yeah.
But you never think of that kan?
I didn't think of that.
Okay.
I was more of like, am I ready? What do I need to do to equip myself? So I started scrolling and researching more about Down syndrome because I don't know anything about it. So I started to do my own research and see how parents are actually coping with this, how they actually teach. So that slowly made me feel a little confident, And Alhamdulillah, I think it got to my second trimester where I felt like, you know what? I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. Yeah. So how it actually went by is through the ultrasound scan. Even though they say I'm high risk, right? Not many women actually, as in, I would say it could be not accurate for some women.
Okay.
But through the ultrasound is when they actually confirm certain
Alright.
signs,
Which month yang diorang confirm confirm your son
Second
ada.
trimester.
Your son kan?
My son.
Okay.
So second trimester, first trimester they already do the ultrasound. So they saw things like, we still cannot find the nose breach.
Okay.
So for Down syndrome, that's the special characteristic that they have, like
Okay.
their nose breach and everything. So they couldn't find certain things, and so
Okay, for
just told.
macam Down syndrome, your son apa dia punya macam dia non-verbal ke atau macam mana? Dia can speak or how old is he right now?
he's 3 years old.
Okay.
He still cannot speak He still cannot speak.
Just slur kan?
Yeah, the only word he can say now is daddy.
Okay.
But he talks to me with hand signs.
Okay.
Yeah, so I talk to him with hand sign. We teach him. I guess it's a step-by-step thing. Once he knows hand sign, he knows how to mimic your words.
Yes.
Yeah, so
understand.
I would say he understands things, but he doesn't know how to relate to me.
Okay, for Down syndrome, apa dia punya, the thing yang diorang boleh buat dengan tak boleh buat, you get me?
Okay, so one of the challenges for Down syndrome kids is generally they have low muscle tone. So basic things like sitting down and walking will take time. My son only know how to sit down at 1.5 years.
Okay. Pasal for normal kids, I think 1 year, 8
Or
months.
even
pun dah boleh.
earlier
Yeah.
also can.
Correct.
He only started recently walking. I think he started walking confidently about 2 years old, 2.5 years old. Yeah.
So looking forward macam how are you going to prepare yourself bila your son dah besar sikit macam at 3 years old right now masih tak sekolah pun kan, you're taking care of him kan?
Yeah.
And in the future, how do you see this journey with you and your husband and your kid going forward? Adakah dia akan letakkan kat sekolah special ataupun there will be lepas sekolah special tu dia balik ada lagi terapi yang dia akan buat ke
Okay, so now he is currently schooling at Singapore School of People with Disabilities. Short form is SPD.
Okay.
So my son was actually put in school at 6 months old already. It's called the Early Intervention School.
Yep, they have it.
Yes. So early intervention is to teach and to guide kids with such characteristics with their basic needs.
Okay.
Yes.
Macam pergi toilet, makan, semua macam mana
Correct.
nak
Kalau
interact.
is a normal child, you don't even have to teach them to do it. It naturally comes.
Yes, it's like that lah.
Yeah.
Pasal orang yang ada special child ni kan, diorang kirakan actually you need to think more. You need to
Correct.
think macam further up. Macam okay lagi setahun dia akan sekolah gini macam mana. It's not all about the planning of how his life is going to be tau. It's also about our finance juga kan.
Correct. It's about the finance.
Yes.
And also how I prepare him is basically I follow his pace. I follow my son's pace. I do not want to have that mindset because I do have some friends who still have the hope to putting them to a normal school, which is not wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, which is good lah. But I feel like I will need to follow my son's pace.
Betul.
Yeah.
Pasal kalau terlalu cepat pun, I mean, macam kita dulu zaman sekolah pun zaman kita, budak-budak nakal ni semua bila kita primary school, kita punya classmates semua. Ada yang dibully juga, the special
Betul.
needs yang diorang transfer
Betul.
from to a normal school.
Yeah.
Ada kena bully juga.
Yes.
And I think macam kalau kita nak letak anak kita tu kat sekolah biasa, firstly kita nak tengok dia boleh ke tak. Secondly, dia akan dibully ke tak. That's two. And thirdly, tengok dia punya inilah apa tu, dia punya level lah.
Yeah.
Kan, whether can he enter and mix around with the normal kids ke tak.
For me, I maybe I'm different. I want to show my son as much as possible to create awareness because he's special, but he also deserves what every children are doing. Bring him out, bring him to travel and everything. And I talk about him a lot of time. I post his pictures. So I just want to create this awareness that it's okay if you are going through this. It is tough actually because I know I don't like complain to people or talk about this is tough, but it is tough. The challenges that
Do you
you go
join a
through.
community tak? Macam
No, I don't
okay.
I don't join a community, but I do get myself involved in the post that people talk about their kids and everything.
Yeah, kadang-kadang kita need someone yang macam kita juga.
Correct.
Kan
Yeah.
to just to look macam mana ni, macam aku ada masalah gini, aku tak boleh go to a normal parents to us. So
Yeah.
macam kadang-kadang we search for things online.
Yes.
Jadi kita tengok apa ni jangan cakap anak aku macam gini, nak buat apa lepas ni.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not alone.
Yes.
You feel that eh?
There
I
are
feel
people
that.
out there with the same situation.
Yes.
And it
Yes.
makes your day lepas tu,
Yeah.
and you can move on with your life after that.
Correct. Correct.
So benda-benda macam gini kita pun nak kena bersabar. Betul. We
Betul.
cannot just push. Yes,
Yeah.
we want the best. So what does your friend thinks about this?
Alhamdulillah, I have quite a lot of supportive friends. In fact, I did tell one of my friend, my close friend like Ili, I did tell her that, hey, you know what? I might have a beautiful special boy. Then she was giving me a lot of motivation.
Yes.
And also when he was born, she was there for me lah. So it was really nice. I didn't really share with a lot of people. Nobody actually know until he was born.
Shout out to Ili for being so supportive.
So your parents semua tak tahu lah lepas.
My mum ada. I ada macam hint dia sikit lah. Tapi tak macam, but my mother-in-law tak. But then again, I feel so proud of my mom and my mother-in-law because they in their own time, they research about Down syndrome,
Okay.
Like on how is this, because it is also new to them as much as it's new to us.
Betul.
Yeah.
And kena jaga hati lah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I can point out is
Correct.
that diorang nak jaga hati yourself
Yeah.
lah kan. Takut tergiris apa yourself and your husband.
Yes.
And
Correct.
how about your husband? How is he? Like you said earlier kan, dia relax semua. And after the birth of your child?
My husband is the journey of my pregnancy was really, really epic lah. I was on my way to go to a gig actually
Okay,
in my
gig,
pregnant state.
Wow,
I
masuk
was-
gigi
Yeah,
okay, go
I
on.
was
Okay.
supposed to.
Apa
I was supposed to watch someone perform with my friends last time lah. So I was already on my, I think 8 months.
Wow.
8 months. Okay, 8 months. So I was wearing like a dress, full on makeup, and then I told my friend, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna drop out. I'm just gonna drop by Paragon for a while. Before I meet you guys. So when I was at Paragon, I was like,
Dah rasa?
I don't feel any kick.
No.
I didn't feel any kick as how I always feel the kick every single day because my boy will kick. So I got a bit worried lah actually. Okay, it's already 4 p.m. and 3 p.m. and my son has not kicked yet. So I went to Starbucks at that point of time.
Okay, at that point of time.
At that point of time,
Okay.
I drank something sweet
Okay.
just to make him move a bit, like
Okay,
sugary stuff. He didn't move. So tak tahu macam mana, macam ada feeling ni lah, macam as a mom I feel macam something's not right.
Okay, yeah.
My husband was at work. I called the KKH. He was on a Sunday,
Wow.
It was on a Sunday. So I was, how sometimes it's quite annoying to find numbers. There's so many avenues for you to call, but luckily I got that right number at KKH. So I called the hospital and said, hey, this is what is happening. And she asked me, how long are you already? 8 months. Okay, please go to the hospital immediately.
Okay.
Immediately.
Bukan
So
pergi tengok orang main gitar show.
dah tak ada dia. That one
Then
already out of my mind already, because
Okay,
I was like, so
Okay, teruskan.
Then you say you have Ili who's been supportive. So after you tell the rest of your friends, ada tak macam kawan-kawan yang sekarang Mary dah macam gini, ada anak macam gini, jadi tak mau kawan dengan dia lah.
ada jugalah. I mean, I would say I do have a lot of haters as well lah.
Okay, let's talk about haters. Pasal kita dalam hidup kita ni kan, ada je orang cemburu, mata merah, yang mana nampak kita atas, kadang-kadang ada masih okay tau, depan kau dia baik, belakang kau dia jahat. Untuk aku orang okay lah, untuk aku okay. Tapi ada yang terus mati-mati delete kau from your Facebook and all that, and some even create problems for yourself and your family. Correct. So let's talk about this, friendship and haters.
Okay, so I don't believe in best friends because I feel like, I think it was also from back then in secondary school time. I remembered that I was just thrown under the bus for no reason.
Okay.
Like, because I feel like in secondary school, I was not I do things alone. Kalau buat jahat pun buat seorang tau. I won't macam involve other. So macam pakai skirt pendek semua, this kind of thing is like
Lipat dua kali.
Lipat dua kali. It's like pakai secondary school, sec 1, sec 5 pun masih pakai lagi.
Faham.
So sorang-sorang macam gitu. So macam like, I think it was one incident where there was 2 of them actually shoplifted a hair dye.
Okay. Ada ya? 9% ke 6%?
Tahu lah berapa persen lah. Dia shoplift lah.
Okay, silakan.
Purple one.
Yeah, tu aku pergi dengan mama beli kat pasar. Okay.
So I was like, they got caught, and then they say that NJ they asked us to shop.
Wow. Okay.
Padahal I'm at home,
Alright.
And then my mom was like, anakku kat rumah.
Okay.
So what are you talking about? So like, to me, I felt like friends was like, I didn't really believe in friendship.
Okay.
But as I age, I do meet a lot of people, and I would say that I have made a lot of friends throughout my life in different parts of my life.
Yes.
But I can only count the number of friends that I actually keep now.
Nice.
The quality ones, yeah.
Tadi off air kan Genji, we talk about pasal shows and all that. Habis dia mention pun dia pergi gigs and all that kan. Aku tadi saja je berbual dengan dia pasal pasal dulu zaman kat Lesel tu, shows are everywhere, gigs here and there every weekend. And then I get to know you right now, you are still doing gigs, and you are right now an organizer for events like gigs, underground bands and all that kan. Can we talk about this? Macam for me, I see that zaman tu dah mati.
Dah mati.
Kan, pasal tempat dah tak ada. Itu satu memang for like performer atau gig goers place. Kalau tak ada tempat tu, rabak je. Kita tak boleh. I mean, the people cannot perform and people cannot go and see. Pasal ticketing dia pun kadang-kadang kau daripada backdoor pun boleh free. And right now kalau tempat pun tempat mahal-mahal. So how do you have that idea to do it, and what type of gigs do you do?
Okay, senang kata, I'm the kind of person that when I want to do something, I suka ramai-ramai.
Okay.
I like to bring everyone together. So kalau nak successful pun, I feel like kalau buat ramai-ramai, you can go far.
Okay.
Kalau you go do alone, you can do it fast. So there's a big difference in that lah. Yeah, but I like the camaraderie of having people around me, and I think I have allow people to meet a lot of friends. So like the idea of this band was because I was also in a band last time.
Okay, main apa? Apa instrumen? Nyanyi?
I was playing
Saxophone.
that synthesizer lah.
Oh, tu.
Yeah. And the vocal.
Dia kena goyang lebih kan, tapi picit satu butang. Tu.
And the vocal.
Goyang lebih tapi picit situ ya.
Also a vocalist lah.
Okay, band apa? Screamo ke?
No. We were playing post-hardcore.
Wow.
Apa nama band?
Timing time lah. Dah lama lah. Lama.
Ini zaman kat substation lah ni
Kata nanti boleh sorry karaoke ya.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
so yeah, we were in a band, but at the same time, I had the opportunity to actually host at a venue like my old workplace.
Okay.
Right.
Which I feel like, hey, this is a different space where we can actually do it for bands. So again, I also love inclusivity. I never believe in, kalau kau like you're one kind, you should just hang out with one kind. To me, I feel like even when it comes to music, it's good that everyone's aware with different type of genre, you know, because we do have underground gigs that is only meant for punk, punk rock, ska, you know, this kind of thing. But we decided to have that to bring all the different bands with different genres together.
Nice.
And then it's actually a group of musicians doing it together.
Okay.
Yeah, so like the organisers were actually mainly me, and also different members from different bands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jadi kalau kira macam mana tau, it's a good idea. Jadi diorang tak boleh lari kalau diorang main tu show. Pasal dulu aku tengok banyak band ni kadang-kadang tak bayar
Datang
sikit
satu,
je cabut kan. Good idea. Okay.
Very good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, jadi kita pun dah nak sampai akhir.
Wow, akhir
rancangan
mana?
ni,
Akhir
kan?
hayatku ke?
Betul, jangan tanya-tanya sikit. Dah akhir je.
Are there ini tau, best tau. Are there?
Okay, do you have anything to say
yes.
towards future parents dulu?
Okay. To me, if you are parents that find out like just who are going through the same as me, and if you are still at home mom and you feel like, you know, sometimes I just feel like I cannot do more.
Okay.
Just don't feel that way, because it is you need to be strong for your child.
Okay,
You need,
understand.
you need to be a good role model for your child, and you need to be strong. And also that is why I went into gaming, to keep my sanity in check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, aku tukar sikit dulu. Okay.
Kau pun ke?
Ni bukan akhir perancangan. Tak, aku bukan mother. Salah. Okay. So I just want to ask, okay, before I came along, how did this community Play with Mary came along?
Okay, play right.
Yes.
So again, branding is my peranan. So I was thinking of a name is quite a chore to me.
Yes.
I really don't like coming up with names. But then I had to think of a name at that point of time. Okay, Mary, what should I put? Mary, play Mary. Okay lah, play Mary lah, play with Mary, you know, play games with me. So that was how the brand came about. And I started on Facebook gaming with just 0 to 1 viewers.
Sama.
Macam
It's the
aku lah,
same
macam
thing.
aku.
0 to 1 viewers.
Okay, macam Ahmad bin Ahmad stalking kita ni.
But the thing about Facebook gaming is, because your account has people like your friends, your family members,
Right.
sometimes then they see me online, say, what is she doing? You know? So like I did had a few friends who came in to check out, hey Mary, what are you doing? Is this a game thingy? Yeah. So like I used that opportunity to actually macam improve myself.
Okay.
Tak ada orang tahu, tapi berbual je.
Hey, that's good practice.
Berbual aja macam so you know today I was like like orang tak tanya tapi cakap je.
Itu dah macam aku.
Betul.
3 pagi
Just imagine people asking you question,
Yes.
but you just keep on saying.
I mean, that's what I'm learning to do. That's why
Correct.
Genji is here in the Bubble Clan tau.
Yeah.
Because I don't have this I don't have this interaction with people that much. Pasal I need to see things happening and then I respond. Because I'm used to that in last time when I was performing and all.
Yeah,
You know?
correct.
So for me, I need to learn this skill. It's a skill. Tak ada orang ke,
Yeah.
you talk. It's hard to talk.
Correct. It's hard to talk. And some more, my husband, the reason why he asked me, B, you should try live streaming, because I honestly, before I started streaming, I was actually always outside with my friends. So I love to mingle.
Yeah.
I won't get nervous in crowds.
Okay, faham. Tengok ni podcast berapa relax dia berbual tok.
Duduk
Kita tak nak kerja kan.
Kita relax je.
Betul. Okay, and then
So macam bila kita dah start kat rumah, macam okay nak buat apa macam, you know. And then like also I had a fallout with a group of friends as well.
Okay.
So I felt like macam, you know what, I'm just sick of this shit lah.
Okay.
Like being around people that
Toxic,
I felt like, you know what, maybe try it. Maybe if I were to go into gaming, I might be happier here. Like I get to be myself still
Okay.
in a different kind of setting.
Right. But even in this community, kita nampak banyak orang pergi, banyak orang datang.
Yes,
As
that's
much
true.
as people come into a community, there's also as much of people going out.
Out. Yes.
Alright.
Correct.
You wanna share more on that? Or
Okay, so yeah lah. I mean, through the journey of Play Mary, it was hard work.
Okay.
So I never relied on, hey, can you follow me now? Follow. I never do that, and I always try to give good content or genuine content. So every time I want to stream, right, the preparation that I use to prepare will take a whole day.
Wow. So how long do you go? Macam one night at average?
So last time I used to stream more often before pregnant.
Okay.
So Facebook gaming, I usually stream like 3-4 times a week.
Okay, a week. So one time berapa lama? 4-5 jam ke?
About 3 to 4 hours lah.
Okay, elektrik tinggi lah. Elektrik tinggi.
Tinggi gila.
aku belum check.
Kau punya belum check
Belum check.
Tinggi
Nanti aku
gila,
check.
yeah. So like macam, yalah, my journey was basically just to create content that represents me, but also because I love horror games. Dari dulu memang suka horror lah.
Okay.
But I felt like, okay lah, maybe I should just try to stream horror and see how it goes. So surprisingly, I got a lot of people actually enjoy it. Not enjoy the game, but enjoy looking at me playing the game.
Rambut pink tu, rambut pink main Pernah.
Gorengan masaleh kau. Nama dah
Last
Mary.
time my hair black, not pink. So like there was different people that would say, "Hey, Mary, this is not black hair doesn't suit you." You know, because people come and go like what you say. So we do have people coming in and seeing me in different phases of Play Mary.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
okay, any advice on anybody out there who inspired to be, aku nak cakap like us tapi to be like you, Mary.
To be like you,
Yeah, to be like you.
That's a good question. To me, find yourself first. Find your purpose in doing this. I know it's just gaming, because gaming, to be honest, is for orang-orang lagi muda dari kita.
Okay,
I'm like already in
understand.
my 30s. I'm in this gaming industry, so I feel macam a bit weird. But I'm still myself. You see,
Okay.
the whole point of me streaming is to spread awareness at the same time. Like, hey, it's still okay for moms to game.
Yes, it's still
It's
okay.
still okay to for moms to game. It's not wrong, because as long as you know what you want to do, just keep doing it. Some people might say, hey, you got time, you want to stream, you take care of your child. So every time I know I'm going to stream, there I will have to work backwards.
Understand.
Sometimes I even have to carry my child while I'm gaming. Yeah.
Yes,
So-
itu dia gang. Kita dah dengar sendiri daripada Play
with Mary.
Okay, Mary, any last word you want to give to the people who have supported you, your family members, your husband, even to your 3 years old son, mana tahu nanti dah besar bagi dia dengar ke, anything, yeah.
So I want to do a shout out to my family and my husband. Okay, my husband and my son. That mommy loves you very much. I love my husband very much. He has been supporting me
Yes.
from before. To my mom and my mom-in-law, thank you for accepting my child and always being there for us. Like the fact that you are willing to understand more about his condition and give your fullest support to him. Thank you so much. And to the friends that actually stayed, I really, really do appreciate you. Sometimes we don't expect the people that would be with you will end up not being with you at all.
Understand.
If you know where I'm coming
Yep,
from.
yep.
Yeah. Sometimes a friend who you think you can
Pergi jauh.
last.
They are the one who is
And
showing
sometimes
you.
you don't expect people who suddenly, I don't expect someone to, I don't know you for that long, but suddenly you are there for me. So
Okay.
I feel like all of these are blessings in disguise.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's all I want to say. Like, and for moms going through the same thing as me, like being a stay-at-home mom and whatever, if it's tough, go through the right channel, and also don't be shy or don't be afraid to speak about it. Yeah.
Okay, itu dia gang. Kita telah dengar kata-kata daripada Play with Mary. Okay, nak
Ataupun
tengok Mary
Angie.
kat mana? Kat mana nak tengok Mary? I mean
Okay,
the
kalau
string and all
korang
that.
suka cerita hantu tapi korang tak nak tengok jantan yang main,
Tak nak tengok dia main, senang cakap.
tak nak korang tak nak tengok lelaki yang main, tapi korang nak tengok somebody who is very active on Twitch, you guys can log onto your Twitch and TikTok and search for Play with Mary.
Okay, Mary, thank you so much for being here.
Thank
Appreciate it.
you.
Okay, gang, jangan lupa look us at TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Lagi mana?
Spotify, YouTube, Muka Buku, Instagram.
Itulah juga kita repeat. Okay,
Betul.
gang. Itu dia daripada kami, and we are the
Bubble Clan.
The information provided in the Bubble Clan podcast is for general informational purposes only. The views and opinions expressed in the Bubble Clan podcast are solely those of the author and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any organization or individual mentioned.